Welcome witches, wizards, and muggles alike to a journey through the magical and sometimes terrifying world of Harry Potter. Today we're taking a look at the top 10 most dangerous creatures in the wizarding world. From the depths of the Forbidden Forest to the darkest corners of the magical realm, these creatures are not to be underestimated. First, we have a creature known as the Manticore. Native to Greece, the Manticore is a highly dangerous beast with the head of a man, the body of a lion, and the tail of a scorpion. Manticore's skin repels almost all known charms, and its sting causes instant death. There are two different breeds or variants of this creature. The first is the lioness creature I just described. A sentient, spell-resistant beast with the head of a man, the body of a lion, and the tail of a scorpion. Despite its durability against magic, it's possible to crush these creatures with a large object or distract them by mesmerizing them with bright light, like the Lumos spell. The second variant is an insectoid form, a massive dragon-sized red scorpion covered in quills. This variant is less intelligent, but no less deadly. It has two pairs of pincers, with the longer pair splitting into 3 parts to reveal tendrils for sensing and grabbing prey. It also has 3 stingers, with the largest one capable of discharging fire, much like a blast-ended scroot or fire crab. Despite the intelligence of the first variant, the Ministry of Magic refuses to classify the Manticore as a being due to its violent nature. For reference, magical life is divided into 3 categories: beings, beasts, and spirits. As Hermione explained in The Prisoner of Azkaban, the Manticore falls firmly into the beast category. Next, we're taking a look at maybe the most legendary of creatures in the world of Harry Potter dragons. With their ability to breathe fire, immense size, and sheer power, dragons are winged reptilian beasts that command both fear and respect. Mostly found in Europe and Asia, these creatures are as fascinating as they are dangerous. Did you know that dragon heartstrings are one of the most powerful wand cores? Alongside unicorn hair and phoenix feathers, dragon heartstrings are highly prized by wand makers for their strength and versatility. But that's not all. Dragon blood has a wide range of uses, as discovered by none other than Albus Dumbledore. It can clean ovens, be made into ink or perfume, remove spots, and even serve as an ingredient in the Wolfsbane potion. There are many breeds of dragons, each with its own unique traits. Some of the most well-known include the common Welsh green, the Chinese fireball, the Hungarian horntail, the Antipodean opalai, the Hebridean black, the Peruvian vipertooth, the Romanian longhorn, the Ukrainian ironbelly, the Swedish short snout, and the Norwegian ridgeback. Each breed has its own strengths and weaknesses, but all are equally formidable. Next, we venture into the dark, tangled depths of the Forbidden Forest to meet one of the most terrifying creatures in the wizarding world, the Acromantulas. These giant, sentient spiders are the stuff of nightmares. With 8 black eyes, thick black hair, and a leg span that can reach up to 15 feet, or even 18 feet for older specimens like Aragog. Acromantulas are carnivorous, feeding on live prey, or even their own dead kin. Their pincers produce a distinctive clicking sound when they're agitated or excited, a sound that sends shivers down the spine of anyone who hears it. And if that wasn't enough, their fangs contain highly toxic venom, valued at 100 galleons a pint in 1996. They also secrete poison when excited, making them doubly dangerous. Acromantulas have a long and storied history. Aragog, the most famous Acromantula, was raised by Hagrid from an egg and later established a colony in the Forbidden Forest. Next, we travel to the remote and foreboding Isle of Dreer, off the northernmost tip of Scotland to encounter one of the most mysterious and dangerous creatures in the wizarding world, the Quintaped, also known as the Hairy McBoon. This highly dangerous carnivorous beast is covered in thick reddish-brown hair and has 5 legs, each ending in a clubfoot. Quintapeds are known for their particular taste for humans, making them extremely hostile to anyone who dares to set foot on their island. For this reason, the Isle of Dre has been made unplottable, ensuring that no one can easily find us or map it. According to legend, the Isle of Dre was once home to 2 rival Scottish wizard clans, the MacBoons and the MacLiverts. One fateful night, the family heads, Quintius MacBoon and Dugald MacLivert, engaged in a drunken wizard's duel. The duel ended in the tragedy when Dugald was killed. In retaliation, the MacLiverts sought revenge by sneaking into the MacBoon camp and casting a dark spell, transforming the entire MacBoon clan into monstrous 5-legged beasts, the Quintapeds. However, the MacLiverts soon realized their mistake. The transformed MacBoons were even more deadly in their new forms. Despite desperate attempts by the MacLiverts to reverse the spell, the Quintapeds resisted all efforts to untransfigure them. In the end, the Quintapeds turned on the MacLiverts, wiping out the entire clan. To this day, the Quintapeds remain on the Isle of Dre, resisting all attempts by the Ministry of Magic to untransfigure them or communicate with them. Whether the MacBoons retain any of their human intelligence or memories is unknown. Some believe they may have lost their humanity entirely, while others think they might simply prefer their new form, living out their lives as fearsome 5-legged predators. Next, we meet one of the most extraordinary and awe-inspiring creatures in the wizarding world, the Zouwu. This gigantic elephant-sized feline is as majestic as it is powerful, with a striped body, a scraggly mane, and a long, multicolored tail that shimmers in the light. Don't let its colorful appearance fool you. The Zouwu is a force to be reckoned with. It's incredibly fast, capable of traveling 1,000 miles in a single day, and possesses the unique ability to apparate even in areas where disapparition is typically blocked. This makes it nearly impossible to contain or outrun. Despite its fearsome reputation, the Zouwu has a softer side. Much like a regular cat, it's attracted to the sound of a jingling bell which can calm it down. Newt Scamander, the renowned magizoologist, once described the Zouwu as just like a big kitten, though most humans would find its size and power utterly terrifying. Now, we turn our attention to one of the most sinister and elusive creatures in the wizarding world. The Lethifold, also known as the Living Shroud. This carnivorous and highly dangerous magical beast is considered a dark creature due to its aggressive and violent nature. Resembling a black cloak, roughly half an inch thick, the Lethifold is a predator that strikes under the cover of darkness. The Lethifold moves in an unknown form of locomotion, gliding along surfaces in search of its prey, humans. It attacks at night when its victims are asleep, suffocating, and then digesting them. What makes the Lethifold even more terrifying is that it leaves no trace of its presence, making it nearly impossible to determine how many lives it has claimed. The only known survivor of a Lethifold attack is Flavius Belby, a wizard who encountered the creature in 1782 while on holiday in Papua New Guinea. Belby was fortunate enough to be awake when the Lethifold attacked. Despite trying various spells, including the stunning spell and the impediment jinx, none worked. At the last second, Belby conjured a Patronus charm which repelled the Lethifold and forced it to retreat. Like Dementors, the Lethifold is vulnerable to the Patronus charm. However, most victims are unable to defend themselves because they are either asleep, Muggles, or unaware of the charm. This makes the Lethifold one of the most feared creatures in the magical world. Next, we delve into the tragic and terrifying world of werewolves. also known as lycanthropes. These creatures, who appear human most of the time, undergo a painful and uncontrollable transformation into deadly wolves under the light of a full moon. This condition, known as lycanthropy, is both a curse and a disease, spreading through the bite of a transformed werewolf. Werewolves are almost indistinguishable from true wolves in appearance, but their behavior is what sets them apart. While wolves are generally not aggressive toward humans, werewolves are driven by an insatiable hunger for human flesh. During their transformation, they lose all sense of morality and humanity, becoming mindless predators that will even attack their closest friends or loved ones. To become a werewolf, one must be bitten by a transformed werewolf during a full moon. The bite is often fatal, but if treated quickly with a mixture of powdered silver and dittany, the victim will survive, only to live with the curse of lycanthropy. Many bite victims, knowing the stigma and suffering that comes with the condition, have been known to beg for death rather than face a life as a werewolf. Thankfully, there is some hope for werewolves. The Wolfsbane potion, invented by Damocles Belby, allows werewolves to retain their human minds during transformation. While the physical change is still agonizing, the potion prevents them from losing control and attacking others. However, the potion is complex to brew and expensive, leaving many werewolves without access to it. Not all werewolves are victims. Some, like Fenrir Greyback, embrace their condition and use it as a weapon. Greyback, one of the most infamous werewolves in history, deliberately targeted children to infect them, believing it would create an army of werewolves loyal to him. Even in human form, he was dangerous, keeping his nails sharpened into claws and attacking others at every opportunity. Werewolves face immense prejudice in the wizarding world. As Remus Lupin once said, "When they know of my affliction, they can barely talk to me." This discrimination extends to all aspects of life, from employment to social acceptance. Lupin, one of the most well-known werewolves, struggled with this stigma throughout his life despite being a kind and compassionate person. Now, we turn our attention to one of the most feared and loathed creatures in the wizarding world, the Dementor. These wraith-like beings are widely regarded as the foulest of dark creatures, infesting the darkest, most decayed places and thriving on despair. As Remus Lupin once said, they drain peace, hope, and happiness out of the air around them. Get too near a Dementor and every good feeling, every happy memory will be sucked out of you. Dementors are approximately 12 feet tall with glistening grayish skin that resembles a decomposing corpse. Their tattered black robes and deep hoods hide their faces, but if you were to see one up close, you'd find empty eye sockets and a gaping hole where its mouth should be. This hole is used to consume human happiness and, in the worst cases, to perform the Dementor's kiss, a process that sucks out a person's soul, leaving them an empty shell, alive, but irretrievably gone. Dementors are most famously associated with Azkaban, the wizarding prison where they served as guards for centuries. Their presence made Azkaban a place of unimaginable horror, as prisoners were subjected to constant despair and relived their worst memories over and over. Many went mad within weeks, and even the strongest, like Rubeus Hagrid, wished for death to escape the torment. The only known defense against a Dementor is the Patronus Charm, a powerful spell that conjures a protective guardian made of positive energy. However, casting a Patronus requires immense concentration and a strong, happy memory, something that becomes increasingly difficult the closer you are to a Dementor. Of the many fearsome beasts and monsters that roam the wizarding world, none is more curious or more deadly than the Basilisk, also known as the King of Serpents. This gigantic serpent, capable of living for hundreds of years, is born from a chicken's egg hatched beneath a toad. Its methods of killing are as wondrous as they are horrifying. Aside from its venomous fangs, the basilisk possesses a murderous gaze that can kill instantly. Spiders flee before it, and only the crowing of a rooster can drive it away. The basilisk's gaze is its most infamous weapon. Looking directly into its eyes causes instant death, while an indirect glance, such as through a reflection, results in petrification, a state of suspended animation. This deadly ability makes the basilisk one of the most dangerous creatures in existence, classified as an 5 X beast by the Ministry of Magic, meaning it is a known wizard killer that cannot be domesticated. Basilisk venom is one of the most potent poisons in the wizarding world. It can kill within minutes, and its effects are so destructive that it is one of the few substances capable of destroying Horcruxes. Despite its immense power, the basilisk has one fatal weakness: the crowing of a rooster. This sound is lethal to the creature, making roosters its only natural predator. Additionally, basilisk horns can be used as wand cores, and their tongues have been known to be added to confectionery products, though one can only imagine the effects of such a treat. Finally, we turn our attention to one of the most dangerous and elusive creatures in the wizarding world, the Nundu. This gigantic leopard-like beast from East Africa is not only a master of stealth, but also a harbinger of death. Its breath is so toxic and filled with disease that it can wipe out entire villages in a single exhale. The Nundu is considered by many to be the most dangerous creature alive. Its combination of size, strength, and lethal breath makes it a force to be reckoned with. Unlike dragons, which can be subdued by around 10 skilled wizards, the Nundu has never been defeated by fewer than 100 wizards working together. This rare and terrifying beast is a true testament to the power and danger of magical creatures. The Nundu's breath is its most fearsome weapon. Laden with disease and toxins, it can decimate entire populations in moments. This makes the Nundu not only a physical threat, but also a bringer of plague and devastation. Its silent movements and deadly breath make it a nearly unstoppable predator. Despite its danger, some have attempted to tame the Nundu. Eldon Elsrickle, a notorious thief, once acquired a Nundu cub during his travels in Africa. He used the creature to guard his home and the treasure he had stolen, keeping it subdued with daily stunning spells. However, his arrogance led to his downfall. After neglecting to stun the Nundu one fateful day, Elsrickle was swiftly killed by the very beast he thought he could control. Even the renowned magizoologist Newt Scamander encountered a Nundu during his travels. In 1926, while in New York, Newt kept a Nundu in his enchanted suitcase, a testament to his bravery and skill in handling even the most dangerous creatures. However, even Newt would likely agree that the Nundu is not a creature to be trifled with. And there you have it, some of the most dangerous creatures in the wizarding world. From the soul-sucking Dementors to the venomous Basilisk, the disease-ridden Nundu, and beyond, these beasts remind us of the wonders and perils of magic. Which one do you think is the deadliest? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep your wand at the ready. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.